Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Episode 2. Are you excited?
Mm-hmm. I hear there's lots to talk about. Oh.
After I was arrested, Dakota and I, we actually never broke up. We stayed in our relationship. It might not be the smartest decision in our situation. It wasn't, but it is what it is.
You could argue it might not be the smartest decision of all time. Arguably. But it's just what it is,
Mm-hmm.
It's a hell of a coping strategy.
I just want to know what her mom's going to say.
This is so
Wait,
cute.
well, hold on. Do you think that she was, her parents were violent with her, which is why she's violent? Which is why there was violence, or do you think it was alcohol related?
I feel like I can't. What I'm willing to say is, I don't think she grew up in a stable environment, but I feel like I can't say anything. I don't know enough. Do you have a theory?
No.
Well, it sounds like you have a theory.
I was asking a psychologist. I was phoning a friend.
Oh, this psychologist doesn't know.
Okay.
The swinger scandal, sure, we got a lot of eyes. We got a lot of publicity from it.
We need to make sure that we have a good reputation on social media, because brands aren't going to want to work with us if they think we're going to jail and throwing stools at a wall.
The brands are okay if you're swinging.
That's interesting. Maybe lubes?
Bottles of lube?
I mean, KY jelly?
She had the swinger scandal, had an affair with her husband. Then she had her miscarriage with Dakota, continued breaking it on and off with Dakota. Then she got arrested, and now she's pregnant.
It's like when they see guys think with their dick. That's like Taylor thinks with her vagina.
I don't think that she's just thinking with her vagina. If she was thinking with her vagina, she would be sleeping around with a lot of men, which she may be, but she'd be on birth control, or they'd be wearing condoms. I think she is thinking with her insecurity. And I think when she's pregnant, she's adding value. Dakota is forced to stay with her. She gets more attention. She gets more support. I think that's the driver for the pregnancy.
Yeah, how many, if you already have kids, how many baby showers do you need? Shirley has some.
Right, there's a to-do about this.
Yeah.
I just kind of struggle, and I'm terrified. I'm hurting so bad inside. And I think that's why I had a psychotic break. I don't know how to handle it, and that much hurt that I had at one time. And
all right, I can't diagnose from afar. And what I think is valuable to say is the characteristics that are being depicted here, right? We're not talking about Taylor, but someone who shows up this way is displaying a lot of the characteristics that someone that has borderline personality disorder displays. Specifically, the inability to manage emotions, the inability to regulate the emotions. The emotional swings are so much she can't control them. She swings up into areas where she is being super aggressive and lashing out at people, and she's angry at people, and she's pushing them away. She's also maneuvering people with her emotions and her interactions, and then she's turning around and saying, I love you so much, I want to have a baby with you. It's this, I'm obsessed with you, I hate you, I'm obsessed with you, I hate you, and she's even hurting herself, getting herself pregnant. All of that, diagnostically, would fit into the bucket, I think, pretty well for borderline personality disorder. Now, I'm not saying that she has that, but what's being depicted through this show, I think, lines up pretty well with that. That's fair?
Yeah.
The response to that is, it's not that she's a bad person, she can't ever be in a healthy relationship, but I do think it means that she should be very intentional about being in therapy. Being in DBT would be the right kind of therapy or treatment. I think it needs a concerted focus, and I don't know how much treatment she's actually getting.
Mm-hmm. I feel like she seems histrionic.
Yeah, it's all, we would call that cluster B. Narcissism, borderline, histrionic personality disorder, all of those share characteristics. The hypersexual piece would fit into the histrionic category. If that's the case, someone that is histrionic or narcissistic or borderline, it does require treatment. Otherwise, it will derail your relationships. You need to be aware of it, and you need to treat it, you need to respond to it. Otherwise, it could be very derailing.
Okay, so I got this offer, and it's I'm not gonna lie, the money is really good.
I'm how much are we talking?
20,000.
20. For what?
I can't see.
Just like pleasure toys for days.
You wouldn't say yes to that, would you?
$20,000 for a vibrator?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't do it.
Come on in.
How's it going?
Your mom drugged me here off of my job sites.
Really?
So what's so important you need to talk to us about?
Did you not tell him, Mom?
So, I don't want to overanalyze it, but I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with her. But like, think about your parents coming over to your house. There's no hug. There's no how are you feeling. It's your mom dragged me off of a job site to come talk to you. Mm-hmm. What is it? Mm-hmm. Right? There's just no. Something's going on.
Yeah.
So first of all, you knock up my daughter.
Oh my gosh.
And then...
Dude, hey, that was an accident, okay?
What, you tripped and fell?
Yeah.
Is this a joke?
I don't know what's going on here. Can we just watch this? So freaking weird.
Realistically, we would have liked to have done it
The traditional.
the traditional way. But given our situation, I want to also help Taylor, so I just feel like the only way for me to really do that is to be in here.
Do you think that Dakota should move in with her?
I mean, if it's what they want, she is going to need help because she has a new baby.
Yeah, I think
She's going to be really tired.
I think I agree, assuming that they're not totally toxic.
Me and Michaela went to this event. Taylor shows up immediately. Taylor was like stressed. Dakota basically was saying like, F you, you're an effing slut. And Taylor was sitting there like shaking. She doesn't deserve that.
God,
Dakota's out. He's out. I feel like bad things are going to happen with him.
I mean, it's such a nightmare relationship. They're so bad for each other. I just feel bad. I mean, I'm not saying anything interesting here, but it just is such a sad thing to see somebody, I think because of her issues, that she gets knocked up by him, and now she's stuck in, and I guarantee you it's not the first relationship she's had that's abusive. Mm-hmm. And she's stuck in this relationship with an abusive guy. He's calling his pregnant girlfriend a slut and a whore?
Taylor definitely hasn't confided in me as much since she got pregnant. I don't really hear much about their relationship anymore, which I knew eventually would happen. That's what usually does happen in those toxic relationships.
And that is so common. When someone knows that the relationship is really bad, they don't want the external scrutiny, so they just isolate. Mm-hmm. Which makes it worse.
Like, I want you to know you can like talk to me. I think that's why I always like defend you, because I've been there.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, some of the other girls don't, and they won't. And I
This
feel
girl
like
is bugging me. I'm the one that defends you, and everyone else talks bad about you, and I am so great, and I.
Do you think I should just do this on my own?
Like, you'd rather have you be happy without this person than miserable with them just for the baby. I don't like him.
Well, that's a good friend, though. She did say, I don't like him.
Yeah, I am now Team Macy.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that she's right. I think that she's right. I didn't know that about Dakota, and I think Macy's right.
So, Mom and Lexi, I'm curious to know your point of view on this too. I got a really juicy brand deal for a vibrator.
Like the mom's eyes are like.
Do you like that like matches your platform though? Because you're all like, oh my god, kids, homemaking, vibrator.
Yeah, I think so.
What?
I think so. Kids, homemaking, vibrator.
I think they all fit.
I feel like they can all work together.
In which do tell how.
I don't want to.
How would you make that pitch?
I'm just saying it could all work together.
How would you? I would like to hear your creative juices.
Not sure how I feel about that.
You think that it should be a no-no?
I think when you're seeking pleasure, it can just get out of hand.
Whoa!
You're so gross. You were so gross.
Is that the visual you had when she said it gets out of hand?
No, I was thinking that you get like addicted to porn like your husband.
Oh no, I thought she was like. Once you use a vibrator, you are out of control.
I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna promote the vibrator.
You hate it.
You hate it so much.
Well, there's lots of things I don't agree with, but that's okay.
I think of all the moms, Whitney's my favorite. You like her?
I really like her eyelashes.
I don't think those are hers.
I want them.
Taylor, she doesn't like any picture you post of us. Like, she's so petty, she won't even like the picture.
I feel like he's on drugs.
Something's going on with him, and I just want to just point out a little something. What's pettier, not liking a picture or going back in and seeing who liked your picture and then getting pissed that they didn't like the picture?
Well, I just don't think because we're not big social media people.
Is this a generational issue?
Yeah, it's a generational gap, but I do feel like he's like feels a little like agitated,
A little frenetic. Yeah, I agree.
Online, it looks like we're all the bestest of friends. It's like, but we're not. All she cares about is herself. She was getting a divorce. She was having an affair. She got arrested. I'm done with that.
I think I agree with Whitney. Like, it seems healthy to be. You don't want to be. Being around Taylor is unhealthy for Whitney, so Whitney's saying, I don't want to do it.
I agree.
I don't think she's under any obligation.
Plus, baby showers are so boring.
Yeah, I know, seriously, the whole thing. But I think it is interesting because it's not just like it's the relationships, but if Whitney says, I'm out, then it starts fracturing Momtok. Mm-hmm. And they're all financially dependent on this, these pseudo relationships.
Did you notice?
Why?
Yeah.
Because she says about her, we have a good friendship.
Her mom's not calling.
Hello?
Is her mom calling?
It's a generation of lawnmower parenting.
Just smoothing out all the bumps.
Yeah, we're going to smooth it out.
Well, I think her mom is younger than us.
I know.
Hey, Whitney. I was just calling because I noticed you weren't here.
Your mom called Whitney.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, the cliffhangers are always good. What do you think of the episode?
It was good. I want to know more.
Do you have any all-encompassing thoughts or ideas to share?
No, I just feel like that friend group is harsh. And so, like, you would never trust any of your friends in that group because they all just, like, sit and gossip about you.
What do you think about the mom calling?
I think
Whitney?
it's on par with the generation. Like, the generation of lawnmower parenting over, Jonathan Haidt called it, like taking away agency.
Yes. Okay, yes, and at least that's like the first time that I've seen the mom act like she cares about her daughter.
I just don't think we've seen enough of the
It's
mom.
dysfunctional, but the mom at least...
She did care.